Hello there. First, I'd like to start by saying thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. I know the circumstances aren't exactly normal, but at least we get to meet this way. Um, so let's take a look at what I'll be presenting today. Canadian Weather Dispatch Services. We are Group 5, and this is Workshop 2. So first, I'd like to take a look here. As you see by this article from blog.to, here's the source if you'd like to go take a look as well. Heavy snow and freezing rain are making for treacherous road conditions in and around Toronto, resulting in hundreds of collisions since the storm hit early Sunday. We've had about 500 crashes in the last 24 hours. As you can see, this is from OPP's Twitter account. Weather has a lot to do with these types of accidents and staying safe on the road. You know, the harsh weather in Toronto, snow, ice. These are all things that are causing a lot of traffic accidents. So our weather can be harsh and unpredictable. Difficult to determine what dispatch services are needed. And some of the employees, like the dispatch employees, maybe don't know which services to send out depending on what the weather's going to be. So, this can cause a lot of problems. However, we have a solution, which is going to be a tool which outlines the services needed for the corresponding weather conditions. Something that needs to be accurate and reliable. Of course, this is important. It's people's safety, and it's going to tighten up something that tightens up communication within all sectors. Maybe the higher up management position knows, what kind of services to send out, but the ones who are actually calling the dispatchers and making the calls on every level have to be aware and communicate with each other as to what services are needed. So as you can see here, this is the solution our group has come up with. It looks like a lot at a first glance. However, the positive thing about it is we have every possibility, in terms of weather. So you determine the weather. If it's going to be ice, you come down to this tree. Snow, come down here. Mixed. And as you can see, as it goes down, you have your accumulation amount here. So is it less than 2.5 centimeters? You come into this quadrant, right? Is it temperature over here? Is it less than minus 10 degrees Celsius? Is the temperature between minus 10 and minus 5? If so, the corresponding dispatch solutions are going to be here. 1 sand truck required, light application. 1 salt required, salt truck required, light application. So what's great about this is no matter what action you take, there's always going to be a corresponding solution. And we have every possible scenario here until you get down to, is it going to be greater than 45 centimeters? Well, at that point, it's at a dispatch's hands. It's going to be a state of emergency. Organized army and other support will be your solution. And once that's confirmed, you can send out the appropriate services as required. And you might think, yeah, this looks a little confusing, right? There's a lot going on. You have to zoom in to see it fully. Well, we're actually developing it into a software form. So it's going to be a software very easy to use. You pick one selection, click on it, and the software brings you to the next selection. Pick that one, what the temperature will be. It'll move on to the next selection. So it will be very straightforward once the software is developed. So why are we the best? Why pick our solution? Well, as you saw in the last slide, we have an extensively detailed solution. So we thought of all possibilities for weather, and this is going to be very important to determine the proper dispatch services. We're going to be upgrading our software regularly as well. So there'll always be updates, new features, and it's going to stay with, like adapting, changing. The weather can change very easily and adapt. So we want our software to do the same thing. And we also focus on customer service. This is our policy that, if there's any kind of troubleshooting that needs to be done, someone doesn't understand the product, we're here for you to reach out and, and help you on that. So thank you for watching my presentation, and we hope you buy our solution.